Welcome to another CSI Tasting Room. Today we are trying a special limited edition flavor, ICEE by Axe & Sledge in their Ignition Switch product. Chaz, go and hold that one up for me. We have both flavors, which are, what are they again, Chaz?
We got blue raspberry, and we got my personal favorite, cherry.
And if you're wondering, how are we actually going to be able to compare these to an ICEE drink? How'd that get here? We're about to find out. On this CSI Tasting Room, I have Spencer Lynn and Chaz Jones, and we brought them in specifically on this one because they both reside in Pennsylvania. And where's Axe & Sledge, Spencer?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's our hometown brand.
Who could do it better? So we brought the hometowners on this one, and we are going to be doing a live testing, the formula breakdown, like it or love it.
So first off, not only am I a huge fan of ICEE, but just in general, Axe & Sledge, they're great people. They're great partners of ours. They utilize creating it into this pre-workout. So as we break down the whole label profile, what's kind of really nice about it is that it's a very universal type of pre-workout, right? You know, not only is the flavor great, but this one is, you know, kind of light on the stimulants, which I like. There's only 150 milligrams of caffeine and 50 milligrams of dicaffeine malate. So running out about 200 milligrams. 2.5 grams of citrulline, added in with 25 milligrams of teocrine, and then topping it off with some beta-alanine, beet juice powder, agmatine, and club moss, or huperzine, as most people know. But this one's kind of nice because it's not overstimulating. It's very good with a dialed-in focus and good for endurance.
I tried the cherry earlier. I have the blue raspberry mixed up now. It's awesome flavor-wise. It is spot on to what an ICEE tastes like. I remember when I was a little kid, I'd go to the skating rink and get an ICEE after skating every time, and I mean, it's spot on.
And Spencer, what'd you think as far as the actual kind of like effectiveness when you did get to try that the first time?
Yeah, it's great in terms of effects. It's a great daily driver pre-workout. It's not something that you really have to worry about maybe overdoing it with the caffeine and the stimulants. With this one, it's great level energy. And
Chaz, something you brought up, you get 40 scoops in that sucker, don't you?
Oh, you absolutely do. So that's what's really nice. Depending on what time you're working out, if you don't want that crazy punch in the face, you know, it's nice that you can do one scoop. Or like I said, if you want to go all in, double scoop this puppy, you're going to be feeling good, but you're going to be feeling good for a while.
What do you guys say we start out with the blue raz first for those of us that have it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers, cheers.
Oh yeah, that's spot on. That's blue raspberry ICEE for sure.
So refreshing on a hot summer day.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy to think about, right? I put this in the fridge to kind of chill it down. If you blended this with ice,
oh yeah,
it'd be lethal.
Yeah,
100%. They do their aminos, the grind and the same flavors, and I've had both. And Chris, just like you alluded to, you crush some ice up into there, you don't know the difference. You honestly don't.
I was like, oh my gosh, the powder smells exactly like the ICEE machines.
Yeah, like it's like a little extra kick of like sweet and tangy right at the end.
Sorry, man, this one's so good.
Yeah, no, this is really good. Yeah, I'm impressed. Like they nailed this. The cherry one was good. I think I like the blue raspberry one better. It could be because I used less water. So I do have another sample of the cherry. So I'll have to go back and try with less water too.
Okay.
And you really got to give it to Axe & Sledge too, because now that you're seeing all these different flavor collaborations on the market, you know, for the past 3 or 4 years, you've got to admit that some have done really well. Some have missed the mark. Hats off to Axe & Sledge because they didn't miss anything on this one.
And the formula is perfect for me. Chaz, you and I talk about low stem stuff. Spencer's very versed from going low to high stem. He can kind of do the whole spectrum with no issue. For me, I love that type of formula that's on there. I love that there's just not too much of anything. Why I like that is because it's very versatile for what I do. Would you like to move over to cherry with me, Chaz?
Yes, that's my favorite.
All right. Okay. Now I barely got to try the cherry. So this is going to be my first like actual try again. I'm going to shake it up and then you're ready to cheers, partners. Unfortunately, Spencer's got to sit this one out because he cheated. All right, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
The smell, I just have to say it already again though. The smell is just so accurate.
And that is my top 2 cherry flavor of all time.
They had to have worked with ICEE or something to nail this flavor down. Like that'd be cool to hear that, you know, how that process went. Hear some of the guys at Axe & Sledge talk about that process, because like they had to have sent samples back and forth to people at ICEE to get it this accurate.
Looks like we got to tag Seth and Pat in this one and see if we can get an answer on that.
Yeah.
Seriously, we need an answer though. I'd be willing to take the loss on the flavor if it wasn't that accurate. If it smelled like this, I got to be honest, guys. I can't get over it. I'm over here it smells like an ICEE. It freaks me out. Spencer, I got to agree with you. I just realized I actually did I did 8 ounces actually in the cherry here, and I did 6 ounces in the blue raz. If it was me, I would actually do 6 ounces for both.
I got to say too, I think I've tried all of the authentic flavor collaborations out there that other supplement companies have done. I think this is the most accurate, true to the original flavor collaboration that I've had.
What do you guys say we do, like it or love it on this one, both formula and flavor?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's go for it.
All right, Spencer, I'm going to start out with you on this one. We're going to do like it or love it, formula and flavor, both flavors, Axe and Sledge ignition switch, ICEE. Hit me.
I'm gonna say I love everything. I'll say it like that. The formula is great. It's very versatile. It's a daily driver. I could take it, all the time with no problem. And then the flavors, they absolutely nailed it to the original ICEE. Really brings me back some nostalgia from like my childhood. Seriously, that's how accurate the flavor is. So I love everything. I love Axe and Sledge too. Shout out Pittsburgh.
Coming from the 412, yes. No, I've got to say, I really like the formula. I like the formula just for the fact that it's very versatile, like Spencer was saying. If you want to add additional things to it, you can. What's nice is, like, let's say you've had a lot of caffeine throughout the day and don't want that crazy in-your-face pick-me-up, unless you're Chris Dixon and very sensitive. But no, like this is that type of pre-workout that is very universal, which I love. Flavor-wise, spot on, 10 out of 10. I love the flavor of these.
Echoing everything you're both saying here, if I were like the kind of guy that needs massive dosages of everything, I wouldn't be picking up ignition switch. I'd grab one of their other pre-workouts, right? But if I was somebody that's looking for something to just, like you guys keep calling it, the daily driver, super clean, long-lasting, all-day energy, I would pick ignition switch. So for me, ignition switch gets a love it on the formula, no question. For flavor, I will echo Spencer on this one. I think this is the most accurate collaboration that we have tried to date, period. I think both ICEE flavors are 10 out of 10 in terms of their flavor individually, but then their scent as well, which kind of backs that. And it is something I think you absolutely have to try to just understand. And if you've ever had an ICEE, you get it. You'll totally get it. So definitely shout out to Axe and Sledge on this one. And of course, thank you for using our beloved Tia Cream. I'm definitely feeling that right now. You guys, thank you so much for joining me on this CSI Tasting Room with the limited flavor collaboration ICEE Cherry and Blue Raz Axe and Sledge Ignition Switch. See you guys on the next one.
See you guys.
Bye, everyone.